Hello, Mr. Hardman. Our Year 9 students are picking their options soon. What is it like studying sports studies?
So yeah, sports studies, it is an OCR course and it's called a Cambridge National. And the way that it is split up, it's split up into three main components. So component one, the first one, is 40% of your final grade, and that is the exam component. And obviously you sit that exam at the end of year 11. Component two is what we call our practical sports grade, and that's 40% again of your final grade. In that one, we look for two different practical sports and you get an assessment for that. You have to plan and then deliver and evaluate a session to a group of students, and as I said, that one is worth 40% of your final grade. And then we've got our third component, which at the minute for this year group is outdoor and adventurous activities, and that links into our final 20% of the grade.
Thank you. So what does a typical sports studies lesson involve?
Well, I'll be honest, I would say there's probably three different types of sports studies lessons that we would have. We would have what you would class as your normal classroom-based lesson, where we're learning our exam-based content, where the teacher teaches and the students do work, and you do that within your books and you're in the classroom. We've then got our practical element, where you're out and about, whether that's in the sports hall, on the field, on the astroturf, and that's you showing off your skills for part of the component two, or it could be out on the astroturf, on the field or so on, or whatever, delivering a session to a group of students. So that'll be a different look at it. But then the other side of it, we have a bit of a combination of the two when we do our written coursework element, where you're in the classroom, you're working on the computers, but we're thinking about things that we've done practically and putting them into that written sense.
That's good. What skills and knowledge are needed to do well in this subject?
Well, first of all, the most obvious thing that you need to have is hard work. So to be doing sports studies, it's not just about the practical sports and being good at football or cricket, rugby, netball, whatever that might be. You've got to have the hard work, dedication, motivation to do well in all aspects of it. As I said before, coursework side of it is 60% of your final grade, and a lot of that coursework is written. So we need to make sure that we have that understanding of the course first and foremost, and then that motivation and hard work to try and achieve really, really well. Obviously, in terms of the other skills and knowledge, yes, having that knowledge of different kinds of sports, different elements of health and fitness, different elements of the health and fitness industry absolutely links into it and links into it well. But obviously, as I mentioned before, the idea of being able to write, being able to have good English skills, to be able to communicate well to other people when you're doing your session as an example, they're other things that's really important as well.
Thank you. Lastly, if a student does well in your subject, where can it take them for the future?
To be fair, by taking sports studies, it can take you anywhere that you want to go. It can help with getting onto any of the A-level courses that you want, because ultimately, if you pick sports studies, we've got it set up so that you're going to achieve a very good grade. So you'll be able to use those points to get on and get onto the sixth form course that you want to be able to. In terms of jobs, if we're looking that far ahead and moving forward, after university, you could have probably the greatest job in the world, being a PE teacher. But then you can look into lots of different sports coaching courses. Lots of people who are in the police force, they've obviously completed sports studies at some point throughout their journey. Firefighters, paramedics, you know, there's lots of different people and lots of different jobs who have done sports studies because of the different transferable skills that you learn directly fit in. So if we think within sports, you've got to work as a team all the time. The vast majority of jobs that you would have, you've got to be working as a team, and you learn our skills by doing it in our lesson, and obviously you can transfer those over as well.
Thank you very much, sir.